Sarah McLeod and Matt Parker's. He chuckled softly. Where would all those young people be without him? Hadn't he thrown each couple together at Seaview House? He'd done some mighty good deeds lately in the name of love. His Rosemary was probably having a good laugh up there in heaven watching his antics. He glanced at the sunny day through the picture window on the opposite side of the aisle and listened with half an ear to the rich voice booming in over the speaker system. Beautiful song, whatever it was. Suddenly, he sat straighter and listened harder. What was the man singing about? In my dreams I am racing there, to my Lila at the water's edge. Lila? Which Lila? Who was racing? Where was the water's edge? His heart picked up speed, and his important papers were forgotten. Only one Lila mattered, his precious granddaughter, his only granddaughter. Bart took a calming breath, then banged his fist on the table, annoyed with himself. He was jumping to conclusions. The song could be about 100 other Lilas. He listened again. A broken pledge is all that's left. In my hometown at the water's edge. Oh, Lila, my Lila. The words repeated and faded. My Lila. Bart sat perfectly still. He knew of only one person, one living person, with enough talent and enough heart to write a song about the girl he'd loved and abandoned in a hometown near the water's edge. Jason Parker, the boy who'd broken the hearts of so many people in Pilgrim Cove. Bart had known this day would come, and in the beginning, he'd prayed for it to happen as soon as possible. But now, after 9 years, he'd been blindsided, like all of them would be, especially Lila. With his car radio tuned to his favorite soft rock station, Sam Parker headed toward the diner after dropping off his daughter-in-law at the harbor in time to make the 7:30 ferry. Tuesday was one of Laura's Boston days, and she'd get to the city in 30 minutes flat. Sam couldn't help but smile at how wonderfully his son Matt's new marriage was working out. Nothing was more important than family. At 66, he'd lived long enough to have learned that. The joy made up for the pain, at least most of the time. 2 boys glanced in the mirror. One face is all they see. Along the shore, they are no more. What's left of them is me. What was that? What was Luis Torres singing about? The words pinched Sam's heart. His hands broke into a sweat, and the steering wheel slipped through his fingers, the car lurching to the side of the road. Easy, easy, old man, he whispered, clenching the wheel again. But those words. 2 boys with one face, like his boys, his twin sons, identical twin sons, Jason and Jared. Sam forced himself to concentrate on his driving. Straighten the car, watch for cross traffic at the intersection, accelerate to the next corner. Red light. Thankfully, he could pause. He'd missed some of the lyrics, but now he attended to the words once more. In my dreams, I am running there, with my brother to the water's edge. The water's edge. Sam's heart thudded again. The words echoed his son's childhoods at the beach. Sam couldn't count the number of times his twin bundles of energy had run ahead of him to the ocean. Only to the water's edge, he'd called after them. Those are the rules until I get there. And they'd listened to their dad. They'd been good boys. Could the lyrics really be Jason's? Jason, the son who'd survived the car wreck on the night of the senior prom? Jason, still in pain, still blaming himself? Sam listened hard, and unbelievably heard Jason's voice join Luis Torres's. For the first time in 9 years, he heard his son's voice, and knew he was alive. Come on, Katie, we'll be late for school. Lila Sullivan continued to unload the dishwasher as she called to her 8-year-old daughter, but most of her attention was on the music that filled the kitchen with glorious warmth. What a voice! She stood quietly for a moment and closed her eyes, savoring the richness, the yearning. Torres felt the music, made her feel it, too. She reached for a dinner plate, then paused. Had he said Lila? She listened again, but only caught the last 2 lines. A broken pledge is all that's left. In my hometown at the water's edge. Oh, Lila, my Lila.